Perfect. Thumbnail opportunity right there. Thanks very much. You might be wondering how we got here. Let me explain. 2 hours prior to this, my friend Melon and I spawned into a brand new Minecraft world on a mushroom island in the middle of the ocean, and we were ready to cause some chaos. There's a ruined portal in the ocean over here. Look. Look.
Wait.
Come over here. There's a ruined portal in the water over here. I'm going to go get the loot. Screw you.
Oh, of course, you little snake.
I then proceeded to die. I've got no.
Yay!
I'm all the way over here again. Ah!
Oh, look at all this cool stuff.
I like how we get in this world being like, yeah, we're gonna build some stuff, and then we immediately just murder each other. Twice. Oh, for goodness sake.
I'm out of here.
We then hopped in a boat and scuttled all the way around to the other side of the map where we found a birch forest.
I'll make a path.
Preventing lag. I've already got rid of the boat, dude.
Row the boat through.
No, I've already picked it up. Look.
Put it back on the water.
Put it back on the water and I'm gonna row the boat through this disgusting little... We sank. My melon friend didn't like the birch forest though, so he ran off into a plains biome and subsequently got himself killed in a cave. I blame but myself if I'm not PG, but if you're not PG...
Oh! What the... No!
Oh, no!
Go down and get all my... I have so much.
Oh, do you want me to get your stuff for you?
No, actually it's fine. I'll make my way back. Oh, it's gonna take forever.
After I collected Melon's stuff for him, we proceeded to continue looking through that cave he died in, when we stumbled across a skeleton spawner.
Oh no, I need 3 wood.
I found a spawner. What kind of spawner?
Spider spawner in a mine shaft? No way.
Skelebone spawner!
Oh, what?
Over the course of the next couple of hours, we visited the Nether, grabbed some soul sand from there, and managed to convert that skeleton spawner we found into an XP grinder. We also spent a lot of time messing around. Scratch for me. Ow! I was trying to get a thumbnail. So that's how we reached that point you saw at the start of the video. Since then, it's actually been a couple of hours. We've done a fair bit more. You can see behind me there's some spruce trees that we've been putting together. So we went off, found some spruce wood, and brought it back here, which I didn't show on camera. We kind of did some other stupid stuff. But then I had to go and do some stuff, and my melon boy continued to hang around here, and he put in this little, this nice little bridge over a pond. This path here, which goes out both sides, and he started his starter base. Now, I just want to say that for now, we're going to be kind of building together. So our starter areas are going to kind of commingle with one another. I'm just going to start over there a little bit. He's starting here with this log cabin, I think he called it. But he's offline now. If I hit tab, you can see it's just me online. Now, he's actually done a fair bit of work. He made this entire artificial lake. He's put in the support structures for his starter base here, and has just generally done an awful lot. Now, I've done a little bit more off camera too. If I come back over here, you can see there's this there's this 2-block wide spruce staircase. I need some food. That goes all the way down here. And I've made the skeleton spawner functional since then. We kind of ran out of time during our recording session, but you can see that the skeleton spawner is functional, dropping their items here. I've been AFK for a little while, as you can see from my 47 levels, and there's also an awful lot of stuff in here. So, that's all I've done off camera. But what we're going to do now is we are going to jump into a bit of a time lapse, where I first collect a whole bunch of spruce wood, and then build a kind of starter base around here. I'm going to stick it right on top of the skeleton spawner, so we have, and this will be a communal build for me and Melon Boy, I don't know what to call him yet. So we'll stick that on top of this here in the coming time lapse. So let's jump into it now. Considering how early on in the game we are, that's an awful lot of work. Now, off camera, I've also put together this, which is a chicken farm, which, if you just look in here, it produces some cooked chicken. I think it's been emptied recently, and I think I've put too many chickens in the top there, but they're in there now. We went and got some vines so we can make those mossy stone bricks. Melon has also completed his house over here. It's looking pretty good with the moss on the roof. And I think he's done something very subtle, with a gradient here. If I go inside, he hasn't done the interior yet, but you can see that he's got a gradient going all the way around that you really can't see from the outside with all the details, but I think it does a pretty good job. So he's done really, really well with that. But back over to here. Essentially, what I've built is a clock tower. Now, this will be my very starter base, and I plan on transforming this entire area along with Melon to make it into kind of like a community area before we go off and build our own bases. So, inside has not been done yet. I simply have a ladder that goes down to the skeleton spawner, which is just down here. And it also just goes up into this room up here, which we will transform into kind of like a very mini starter base before we go and build some other smaller buildings around the place. So, essentially, that's the plan for the next few episodes, to just get a bit, to get started throughout this area. Now, I just want to say that I'm not going to be building my my mega base until 1.18 comes out. It's very, very close. Not experimental snapshot. Release Candidate 1 was released I think it was like 2 days ago for me when upon recording this. So 1.18 is almost out, and it's almost here, which means that I can build my mega base in 1.18, and that's really good because I have some really cool ideas that I want to build on this server. So that's the clock tower done. I also want to say that I've died in the process of making this. I died twice because Melon wanted to go out and get some moss for his roof over here. I went out that way, fell in a ravine, and proceeded to die and then lose all my stuff. So that's not good. But we have also got together enough diamonds to put together a diamond pickaxe and an enchanting table. Now I'm just working on getting the leather for the books. So that'll be the next thing on our agenda, is to go and get a whole bunch of leather for books, and then we'll probably put that enchanting table under the ground in here where we've got like that ladder going down. Put it down there. So I'm going to go and get that leather, and I'll be back in just a second. Yeah, that felt real bad. Despite me not feeling very good about killing all those animals, I have come back here to the base with all the leather that I need. So I have a stack and 10, and I collected a whole bunch of food along the way, a whole bunch of steak and a whole bunch of pork chops. So I should be set for food for a little while. I also collected a bit of sugarcane, and what I'm going to do now is wait for the sugarcane that's growing behind Melon's house to grow, and then I'll collect it, put together some bookshelves, and put it together underneath this starter base. So I'll get all that done and be back. Well, I dug out a little bit of room just underneath my clock tower here. I've put down the enchanting table. Now, the plan is to decorate this in kind of like an enchanted cave kind of style, and then have that lead into our cave spider spawner, not cave spider spawner, skeleton spawner, which is down that hole there. So, we're going to go over here and take a look at what enchantments we can get. So, we've got the diamond pickaxe, obviously, and some lapis, and efficiency 4. That's pretty good, but we only got efficiency 4. So, I'm going to need a grindstone and a few more levels. I'm going to go and pick up that grindstone and be back to, remove the terrible enchantment of this, and then try and get Fortune 3. I've gone ahead and got myself a whole bunch more levels, and I'm going to run back down here to the enchanting table and see if I can get some Fortune 3 going. So that has Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, and Fortune 3, which means I can go back down into the mines, claim the diamonds that I left there, so I think there's still 2 down there, and see what we can make with it. Here we are down in the caves again, and this used to be an 8 vein of diamonds. I took 2 of them to make the enchanting table, and Melon brought back another 3 from a jungle temple to make this pickaxe. But what we're going to do now is use our brand new fortune pickaxe to dig out these diamonds. So, hopefully, we'll get double 6, so 12 diamonds. I have a full inventory. That's really disappointing. There were so many here, and we only ended up getting 4. Alright, I'm gonna go find more. I have found myself an additional 6 blue shiny rock ores. 2 of them are deep slate, 4 of them are just normal stone. So I've made sure that no creepers can blow me up down here. We're gonna mine these up and hope we get more than the original, more than 12. So we have got 18 diamonds from that. So 3 for each one of those ore blocks, which is better than I was expecting. So now I'm going to go back to the base, split these diamonds in half, give half of them to Melon, and, well, yeah, that's about it. Well, we're back at the base now. I did have to go a very long way that direction to get the diamonds. That's my area. I'm just going to come in here, steal some of his wood to make a chest, and then leave the diamonds in a chest for him. So I'm going to put this here, put 17 diamonds in there and surround it with some iron because he's running low on that stuff as well. And then I'm going to grab one of the signs, which I think he keeps in here. Yep. And say 3 diamonds. There we go. So, pretty successful trip. I did find some more after the last clip I showed you. As you can see, 17 for me and 17 for him. So I'm going to go off and make some tools. I did die. You can see I got blown up by a creeper. Yeah, that sucked. So I'm going to have to AFK for a bit more at the skeleton spawner to get some more levels. But other than that, it's been pretty productive so far today. Well, it's a new day here at our clock tower, and I've come back to Melon having left me some signs saying, thanks for the diamonds, tried to make my house less ugly, and also cows. So I think, yeah, he's put together over here some cow and sheep pens, and he's also put some interior in his house, which looks really, really good. So I'm just going to show that really quickly. He's put a little storage system, and up there is where he sleeps. Now, I haven't done anything for the interior of my base other than move the enchanter downstairs. So what we're going to do now is kind of put together I don't have that much room in here, but put together some sort of small interior so that this is kind of livable. So as a reminder, we've got a 3x3 space the entire way up from here. And I'm just planning on putting something in here. So I might make this layer here, the first floor, and have this as like a storage room or a smelting room or something like that. And then keep going up and up. And then I'll probably just have to shift on the ladder whenever I want to do anything. So I'm going to get that put in now, and I will be back to show it off in a minute. I've done a little bit of work on the interior. Now, I just want to say, nope. I've now put together the interior of the clock tower. So you can see the first thing, we've moved the door around to the front here. So we go in here. This is just kind of like your entrance thing. I like to think of these stone bits here as kind of load-bearing pillars that go straight up, but there's not really much down here. But we go up the first floor, and you'll see this is where we've put the smelting room. So I've put it here just because there was all this stone brick around, and having the furnaces here really, really fit. I've got this barrel here to store all the coal, and I also have the stone cutter sitting down here. But in general, this is where we will be doing all our smelting in the early game. Now, if we go up another floor, you can see this is where I keep all my items. Now, I've put the crafting table on the floor here because it actually makes the roof look really, really together because it's got that oak texture bottom. So I've got the crafting table up here, and then I've got a stone chest, a wood chest, and a miscellaneous items chest. And they're sitting on top of barrels, which are also corresponding to those items. I don't have enough wood or stone for that, though. Just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. And then we can go up to the top floor, and you can see I've got a little armor stand up here with my old armor on it that's almost dead. I crafted some new stuff. I have a valuables chest up here with my diamonds, and I'm probably going to end up having to craft all these into blocks, and I have my bed up here too. Now, I'm not too sure about these walls that made of the trapdoors, but I do like what I've done with the roof, because you can kind of see the stony outside bit, but I've layered it with oak on the inside and put this lantern up here, and I think it looks really, really good. So, personally, I think this room here is my favorite. It ties in really well, like the lanterns with that grey outside really tie the room together. So I'm really liking it. But all in all, I think we've done a really good job with this tower in the episode. Obviously, it's still episode 1. I also haven't done this area down here. Now, Melon has been online overnight, as I said. It appears he spread a whole bunch of moss down here somehow. I'm not sure how he's done that. I think it crawled down this wall here, and then he bone mealed it again, and it came further down. So that's a bit annoying, but I do plan on decorating this in kind of like a cave, and then having this as a bit more industrial, or not industrial, but like kind of woody area, similar to what we've got going on down here. So that's the interior of my clock tower done. Obviously, that's just my area. Melon's stuff, I've shown that off as well. He's done a pretty good job. But all in all, that's a lot of work for the first episode. So, I'm going to leave this video here. Now, it's been a pretty big first episode, all things considered. It's taken 3 days to record it and get it, and edit it and get it published. So, all in all, pretty good job today. We have also gone to the Nether. There is a fortress, but we aren't going to bother with that yet because, I mean, I'm terrible at this game. I've died like 15 times, so yeah, not good. So, that's all I've got time for today. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, and if you want to see more stuff from me, or if you want to keep up to date with this new survival experience, then subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.